See, management of a particular school ask the principal of the school, what is the average height of class 11 students? And the principal has to answer or send the report very quickly. So how to handle this problem? Because if there are 35, 40 children in one section and there are 4 sections in class 11. So it is very difficult for any person to go to each and every student and ask his or her health and ask about his height, and then noting down calculation, putting the values in formula and finding out the mean is a Herculean task within a very short span of time. So what to do? Now see, there are 4 classes, 4 sections. So the principal will ask 4 class teachers to do the needful. And these class teachers, they will take a sample. For each and every section, they will take a sample of 5 boys, 5 girls. And these samples are going to represent the whole class. Okay, so it is called representative class. While choosing the sample, while choosing these boys and girls, the class teacher must be very careful that he or she is not having any kind of bias towards any particular student or towards any particular height. So he or she has to take average student. ठीक है, उसके बाद calculating 10 students mean is very easy. Okay, so now 4 class teachers, they have found out 4 mean. So let me write 4 mean. There are 4 sections A, B, C, D. So four means are found out, okay, by the class teacher, and the number of children in that class is N1 here, N2 here, N3 here, N4 here. N1, N2, N3, N4. They are not equal across the section. Different section is having different, that number is different. Here maybe it is 35, it is 37, it is 41, it is 30. Okay. Now they all, these 4 class teachers will submit their report to the principal. Now how the principal will submit his or her report to the management? By using this formula, this is called composite mean. That means mean of the entire class, which is X bar is N1 this plus okay, divided by N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus. Now quickly, the mean of all the children of class 11 can be found. Okay, so this method is called method of find composite mean. If there are 4 classes with four different mean having different number of children, then by putting this all the values in this formula, we can find out the mean of the entire class. Okay. Now try to understand the algebra behind it. Why it is so? Now I am not using mathematical formulae to prove it. Just use your common sense. Okay. What is this? If you multiply mean by the number of observations, over here mean height by the number of students, you will be getting total height. So this one is the total height of section A. This is the total height of section B. This is the total height of section C. And this one is total height of section D. So basically, if you add all four, you will be getting total height of class 11 students. So there are maybe 140 children. This total height, by using appropriate formula, you are minimizing the time. You are making your work easy. Okay, and over here, what is this? It is the total number of children in class 11. Okay, because see, N1, N2, N3, N4. That means if you add all, so this is total class 11 students. So basically, we are going back to the same old formula, total height divided by total number of children, and that is mean. So by using our common sense without using complicated mathematical formula, we can prove this formula also. Okay. So now we are discussing the topic of corrected mean. Now, what happened here? Actually, there are some kind of typo error. Right? 87, sometimes we write 78. 56, we are hearing 87, but this is a very common psychological disorder, very minor thing. We all are having sometimes. It depends upon our concentration level. If our concentration level is very weak at a particular point of time, we do this type of mistake. See, 87, I am listening 87. The person who is dictating saying 87, but writing 878. The person is saying 56. I am listening that, but while writing, I am writing 65. This is a very common thing in case of accounting also. So over here, say let us take one example. Okay, say mean is 40, the number of observation is 30. Okay, mean of particular group is 40, where the participant in that group, or okay, that is n is 30. Okay, now while writing the values, instead of 87, I have written 78. Instead of 87, I have written 78. And by writing 78, I got this. Okay. So, but now I was told that, or rather I am told that this is the exact number. But by mistake, I have written this. Okay. So how to rectify the mean? So for that, I need to multiply these two so that I'll be getting total value. If I multiply these two, I am getting this total. The total is this. By mistake, I have taken 87. So I deduct 87 and add 78. It is that easy. Okay. This is the total value. By mistake, I have written that. So I am deducting this and adding this. Whatever is there, it will be how much? It will be 1, 1, 9, 1. Isn't that right? It is, I think, 1, 1, 9, 1. Now 1, 1, 9, 1, if you divide it by, so corrected mean is 1, 1, 9, 1 divided by 30. Okay. So this also you have learned. What we are discussing now, sum of deviation taken from mean is 0. Okay. So this is sum of deviation taken from mean is 0. We have to prove. Okay, let us begin. Now, this summation has distributive property. You must must have done before. Otherwise, you ask your maths teacher. Now, okay, that means I am bringing the sum here also. Because plus, if it is plus or minus here, it has distributive property. We can write this. Okay? Now, what is this? What is this? Always remember, mean is a constant. X bar is mean, which is a constant. Why? Because for any sample, mean never changes. Mean is a fixed value. Okay, so that means the X bar is constant. Now, I varies from 1 to n. I varies from 1 to n. What does it mean? Means that n observations are there. X1, X2, X3, X4 till Xn. So I am writing summation x is basically x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus xn. Okay, this one. So n observations are there. So if it is 5, I is 5, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now the same thing you think about this. That means n times you are adding x bar. Isn't that right? Basically, summation x bar is x bar plus x bar plus x bar plus x bar. Now, n times you are adding a constant. N times you are adding a constant. That means it is n multiplied by the constant. Let us take example of 10. 10 is a constant. If you are adding 10 times, 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, there are these 10 tens. So what is the answer? Quickly, 10 into 10, 100. We all know because multiplication is a special type of addition. So 10, if you add 10 times, basically 10 multiplied by 10 is 100. So in this case, we will write this n times x bar. N times x bar we will write over here. Okay. So let us go back to this. Now it is summation x minus n times x bar. I can write this n times x bar. Now x bar, what is the formula? Summation x by n. At next step I am writing that. See, n into summation x by n. N gets cancelled out. So it is summation x minus summation x, which is 0. So it's proved that sum of deviation taken from mean is always 0. Okay. So this one, you note it down. If you fail to note it down, so I am uploading this video in LSLI. You can always refer to it. Okay.